It's towards the end of April. I'm looking at some spring barley today on the east coast, and I have to say it's not particularly warm. The car said it was about 7 degrees when I was heading over here today. This particular crop behind me was sown almost a month ago, and it's now at the 2 to 3 leaf stage. It has already had some of its nitrogen, and for those of you that have sown crops more recently, I would recommend that you get some nitrogen onto those crops as soon as you can to promote the rooting that will support the tillers and ultimately the ear numbers that we need to optimize those spring cereal yields. Phosphate is also something that we need to take into account with these crops. On this site, for example, it's a high pH site, which will reduce the availability of phosphate to the crop. And phosphate's important for rooting. Other aspects that can influence phosphate availability is soil temperature, and we also know that it's not particularly mobile in the soil either. So if you feel that the crop has been compromised or the soil structure's limiting the availability of the phosphate, then you could always apply a foliar application, and in which case we would recommend 3 litres to the hectare of Crop Boost. YaraVita Crop Boost will give you that readily available phosphate, and we've seen in trial work a 10% increase in root and shoot weight from that application. A crop like the one behind me, it then becomes important to make sure that manganese is not deficient. If we have a severe deficiency of manganese and we start to lose leaf area, we won't get that back. So don't delay that. If it means a separate application just to get the manganese on those sites where manganese deficiency can be a problem, then that is absolutely an essential application. And we have MANTRAC PRO as a high concentrated formulation of manganese for those situations. As the crop moves beyond that sort of foundation stage that I've just been talking about, more towards the yield building stage, so I'm thinking more growth stage 30, 31, it's also important to make sure the crop isn't lacking in those other key nutrients that we've talked about before in winter cereals. So things like copper, zinc, magnesium. And in those situations, you could do some leaf tissue analysis just to see where the crop is at before you get to that application. And if you find that those nutrients are lacking, then our recommendation would be to include 2 litres to the hectare of Gramitrel. Gramitrel contains all those key nutrients that I've just mentioned, and it's readily tank mixable and safe to the crop. If you are considering a particular tank mix and you're not sure about how the Gramitrel will mix, head to the tank mix website to check those out. Should you need any more information on any of the products that I've just been talking about, that's Crop Boost, MANTRAC PRO or Gramitrel, please head to our website where you'll find more information on those products there.